Hey everyone, I'm D, and welcome to Underwhelming Upkeep. Quick recap. War Machine Mark IV is a full-on reboot of the War Machine tabletop wargame. This means to play in their, air quotes, prime setting, you can't use older models. Since mostly everyone is starting from the top, from box to tabletop, I'm going to be building a collection out of a standard that I'm happy with, and we're doing this together. Welcome to War Machine from scratch. What? I mean, episode logos, you don't have to stare at that bright red background. No way. So, fuck. Let's talk about bases. So, change of plans. Now, to your average person, basing a mini, no big deal. You do a little texture paint, some dry brushing, you wash it, you add a little bush, you're good to go. But for some reason, I got it in my head that I want to 3D print like Arctic bases for this fucking project, and I honestly won't settle for less. Now that I've got the idea in my head, I want to do it. So in my breakdown video, I outlined what I projected the cost to be, and if I went that method, I was thinking at the time that it would be around that amount. However, I was laying in bed at like 3 a.m. on a Sunday, dreading that I'd have to wake up in like 5 hours for work, and my brain went, hey dummy, what if you printed the bases? What would that cost? And my eyes like shot open and I jolted up and went, fuck, tomorrow's gonna suck. And dove into pricing of how much printing my own bases would run me. So let's talk about it. So I went down the 3D printing rabbit hole. I wanted to buy 3D printing bases inserts for my army. I found this lovely seller on Etsy. I priced out what I would need, and I cried when it hit about 300. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a lot for the stuff that I want, but it is also a lot of stuff. It's almost about 260 bases, and it's not bases fully, it's just the inserts, and that isn't a small amount. Like the price is worth it if you were buying outside of it. Uh, but there are some serious cons to going this route, mainly expansion. So like if and or when more minis come out and I run out of a size, like let's say I pre-buy some and I have to pay quite a bit more each time, like I have to keep adding on to the cost. Let alone like let's say I want to jump into a new army. If I wanted to jump into like Orgoth, it's another $300 just to base them out. So that's 600 plus depending. So I did some research, aka I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and tried to get semi-educated on what I would need and all the accessories and safety crap because resin can be dangerous, and came to a conclusion. Now it might cost me $100 more to pick up all the hardware that I need, but 3D printing them myself in the long run might be better and cheaper for this project. I'm looking at buying stuff from the Anycubic line. Printer, wash/cure station. I'm told you don't need that, but honestly, I want to pick it up anyways just to make my life easier. The type resin that I want to use, I was advised to get with a small accessory bundle because I'm a sucker for accessories, no lie. It comes to about 400. I also need to get stuff like ISO to wash the stuff and like paper towels and a bunch of little stuff. So that's not factored into the cost. So let's say 420, 430. If the amount of resin that I get with that initial order can handle the base inserts, then that's it. It's a steal. It's like $40 a bottle either way because I'm getting some of the higher grade resin. But either way, like, yeah, it's a huge initial upfront cost. But the moment I do another project or I expand, it just pays for itself. I can print what I need. I found the STLs actually from that Etsy seller because I actually list who they use and bought them for around 20 bucks. If future stuff comes out, I can print whole new bases for them. I can print out whole new bases for any new faction. I can even print different bases for my mercenary units. And that was one of the things that I didn't know if I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to put them on frozen bases to make them match with Khador, or put them on unique bases that, because they're mercenaries. I have the freedom to print what I want when I want. And the introduction price might be steep as hell, like it's 400 bucks, and there's a learning curve. But honestly, I think it's worth it because in the long run, it gives me more options and I'll actually probably save some money. So this is going to take more time to the project. There's no way around it. Not only do I have to buy it all, but I have to learn it all as well. And I'm going to fail and fuck up a few prints. Like, to be honest, I have to take time to dial it in, make sure my settings are right. And I got to get my printing sizes right because the files are designed for Warhammer 40K, which is a completely different base size. They don't have the lips that our bases do. and then I gotta learn new software and all that. I gotta learn like slicers. I gotta learn supporters, all that. And I'll be 100% honest. I'm a little intimidated, but I'm also kind of excited. I think in the long run, it's going to be worth it. Finally, while we're here, let's talk about upload frequency and such. See, my goal is to have a video every Friday on the channel. The Friday slot is going to be a mix of main episodes like this and unboxing videos of like War Machine minis or painting updates like, hey, I finished this model and this model. I might even do a painting video in the future if I get that bold. I'm a little worried about that because you can't really edit that and it's all live on the fly. Like if I was to knock over like a thing of contrast paint, can't edit that out. Also, I'm going to do like unboxing videos of things and supplies of that are directly related to this. Like anything that directly works towards this project. So like when I get my storage solution, when that shows up, I'm going to do an unboxing video for that. When I buy the printer setup, you're damn skippy, I'm going to vlog unboxing that and slap it here for content. Um, Point is, Friday is project day videos. Outside of that, I'm debating on doing news slash reaction to news released by Privateer Press, and random vlogs when they happen, or tournament results if I can get them, as well as like list breakdowns. I might put those out Wednesday or Thursday of the week. We'll see. I do want to pick up like a second day every now and then to do alternative videos. Also vlogs that are time sensitive. I mean, like when I go to a convention or hopefully like a local event, those will be posted closer to when I've shot them versus the main series. The following week would normally be my goal is to not interrupt the main series or whatever slot I decide to use for news slash live reacting to like stuff. At least that's the goal. Now, it's YouTuber housekeeping time. If you've come this far, thank you for watching the video. I really do mean it. If you want to follow along with me in this project, subscribe. If you could leave a like, that would also help a lot. And the question of the day is, have you ever jumped into another hobby to help support your current one? Like I'm going to be jumping into 3D printing, and that's basically a whole new hobby on its own to help support this one. Are you glad that you did, or was it more of like a necessary evil to support the one that you truly love? Like the new hobby that you ended up jumping into became a hobby that you actually enjoyed on its own. Hey, leave your answers in the comments below. Let me know what you think and if you thought it was worth it or not. But I think that'll do it for today. Have a great one, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.